Hi there, I'm Gina Gardner and I'm very pleased to welcome you to my 7-day happiness challenge. Today is day 3 and we're going to be looking at the power of gratitude. Now, I've worked with thousands of people and one of the things that many of them have in common is that they wish that they were happier. Well, the reality is that's your choice. And there are some very simple strategies that when you incorporate those into your daily living can make a real difference. And one of those, which is, I believe, the most powerful, is gratitude. Now, we can see gratitude as something that, we're grateful for birthday presents or grateful for the big things in life. But if you want to be happy, one of the easiest ways to do that is to learn to think about being grateful in a very different way. What do I mean by that? Well, most of the time we go through life and we're busy doing what we're doing and we don't actually think beyond the task at hand. Learning to collect gratitudes is about working through your day, looking for opportunities to be grateful. And every time you do find that opportunity, it means you are absolutely living in the moment. Because if you're noticing those things, then you can't do that if you're focusing on the past or you're worrying about the future. So what do I mean by collecting gratitudes? As you go through the day, look for the small things to be grateful for. It may be a great cup of coffee in the morning, or the fact that you've got a steaming hot shower. It could be that you're grateful for the fact the car started first time, or that somebody has let you out into the main road. Throughout the day, look for those little things that actually give you something to brighten your day, a little bit of happiness. Recognize that when you notice those things, it has an impact on your physiology, how you're feeling. One of the big areas for me around feeling gratitude is that of nature. I can't walk past a beautiful garden or a magnificent tree or, a field full of lambs gambling about without it making me smile. And I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful for my creature comforts. I'm grateful when my cat makes me laugh. At the moment, he's scratching on the door, making quite a noise, so my apologies for that. It's very windy and it's rainy and he wants to go out, but he doesn't want it to be windy or rainy, so he keeps going to the back door and asking to go out and then going to the garden room door and asking to go out. Of course, as soon as you open the door, he doesn't want to go. But I'm grateful to have him in my life because he makes me laugh. What are you grateful for? How difficult do you make it to feel grateful? But if you chose to go through your day looking for those things to appreciate, things that make you smile, things that give you a little bit of pleasure, and you actually focus on those just for a moment, they will have far more impact. Now, those of you who have heard me speak before will know that I talk about your brain being rather like an old-fashioned vinyl record. It gets stuck in the grooves in a particular way of thinking. 95% of the way in which we think is habitual. So if you want to change the quality of your life, the quality of how happy you are, then you need to work on the way in which you think. And one of the best ways to recalibrate the way you think is to focus on gratitudes. Now, I suggest this to clients. It's one of the first things I get them to do. And you'll be amazed at how quickly that makes a difference. So from the moment you get up until the moment you go to bed, actively look for things that are going to make you feel happy, or things that are pleasant, things that make you smile, things that you actually appreciate. Just before you go to bed, track through the day and choose 5 things to be grateful for. Now, that means as you go to sleep, you're focusing on the positive. And as you process the day, which happens when we're asleep, your brain will start to process the positive things in life rather than focusing on all of the things that have happened that are negative. One of the other things that you can do to really deepen that sense of gratitude is, as you go through the day, not only focus on what you're being grateful for, but focus on where in your body does that sense of positivity, that sense of gratitude, appreciation, where does it fit? Is it something that you feel in your solar plexus, or is it something around your heart, or is it something that's in your head? And as you go through the day, just notice, just be aware, because awareness is the first stage of change. And then when you go to do your scan of the day, not only do you make the association with the things that you've seen and heard that you've been grateful for, but also tune into where in your body you felt that gratitude. And then really focus on trying to recreate that and grow it to become more powerful. If you like, imagine that there is a lever in front of you, or a big wheel like you have on a speedboat, and rack up that sense of gratitude. Imagine that it's only at 50%, and in 10 percentage, just turn the lever to make it feel better, and just imagine that it's greater. Do the same the next day and the day after that. And I guarantee you that if you do that on a regular basis, within a few days, you will start to feel happier. Why? Because where you're putting your attention has changed. Your brain can't possibly take note of everything that's going on in any given moment. And so we tend to focus on those things which we have interest in. You know, have you ever wondered why it is that before you had a particular car, you didn't see many of them on the road, but once you buy that car, then you do notice all of those cars? It's because our brain is designed to filter information. And by collecting gratitudes, what you're teaching your brain to do is to focus on things that are pleasant in your life, things that you can appreciate in life. And in doing that, it helps develop happiness. Happiness is something that you can choose to have in your life or not. But like anything, the more you practice, the more you'll get it. And so collecting gratitudes is a simple, easy way of helping you feel happier in life. It costs you nothing other than a bit of time and a bit of attention. I'd love to know what you're grateful for. So whether you're listening to this live, please share with us what you're grateful for. I'm very grateful for you being part of this. If you do this, then talk to other people about gratitude. Spread that sense of gratitude, because if you listen to the news, you read the newspapers, you listen to a lot of the trends in social media, it's hard to believe that there's nothing good happening in the world. It's hard to not focus on the fear and the destruction and the distraction. It's very easy to feel separate to everything. But once you start to focus on the things that you are grateful for, you will find that there are lots and lots of things every day in your life that, if you are focusing on being in that moment and appreciating those things, that it has enormous power to make you feel happier. Please spread the word, get other people to join the challenge. Now, if you'd like to know more about my work and the things that I'm up to, there are loads of free resources on my website, which is genuinely-you.com. That's genuinely, the little line hyphen, and then the word you.com. And I'll make sure I put that in the comments. Go and have a look. There's loads of free resources. You can sign up for my free TV series, Genuinely You, and we explore gratitude in more detail there. There's lots of podcasts, genuinely chats, just all sorts of things. And you can also have a free download of my last international #1 best-selling book, Thriving Not Surviving, The 5 Secret Pathways to Happiness, Success and Fulfillment. So if you want more happiness in your life, learn to choose to be grateful for all of those things in your life that make life comfortable, that give you pleasure, those things that make you feel good. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you on day 4 of the challenge. Happiness is your choice, and I really urge you to make happiness a greater part of your life. And to do that, choose to be grateful. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.